A manufacturer records the number of errors each workstation makes during the week. The data are as follows: 6323 520 254 20 and 1. Create a dot plot for this data. We have A, B, C, and D, and we have our own dot plot right here. So first thing we want to do is we want to count each number on here, and we have to record it and count how many times the number has been repeated, and we're going to write them down each in those columns. So first we have number 6. What you're going to do is we need to count how many numbers number 6 has been repeated. So it's been repeated one time. As you can see, there is no other 6 in here. So in number 6, here's number 6. We're gonna create a dot there, which represents one time that the number has been repeated. And then we have number 3, so 1, 2, 2 times, so 1, 2, and 3. Here is number 3, so it's been repeated 2 times. Now we have number 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So number 2 has been repeated 4 times, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Number 3, we already did it. And then number 5, 1, 2. So number 5 has been repeated 2 times. And number 0 has been repeated 2 times. And then we have 5 already did. And then 4. 4 has been repeated 1 time. So here's 4, 1 time. We did 2, we did 0, and number 1 has repeated 1 time. So here is 1. And now we have to choose which one of these choices, either A, B, C, or D, had the same as these ones. So here we had 2, 2, 1, 1. We had 4, and this only has 3, so we're going to cancel this one. And here we have 2, 2, and then 1, 1. We have here 4, here is 4, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, and 1. So we don't even have to go through the others. Number B is the correct answer. The frequency chart shows the distribution of defects for the machines used to produce a product. So here we have the defects and frequency. We have 0, frequency is 1, defects 1, frequency is 3, 2, 0, 3, 2, 4, 4, and 5, and 0. So here we have our own arrows. So create a dot plot for this data. So again, it's the same method as the previous question. So here we can see here are the numbers, and here is how many times it has been repeated. So number 0 has been repeated 1 time. Here we can make 1 dot plot. And then number 1 has repeated 3 times, so we can 1, 2, and 3. Number 2 has been repeated 0 times, so we're going to leave that empty. And then number 3 has been repeated 2 times, 1, 2. And then number 4 has been repeated 4 times, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And number 5 has repeated 0 times, so we can just leave that there. And now we can choose which choice was the correct as the one we did. So here's 1, 1, here's 3, here is 4, so we can cancel that. Here is 1, here is 1, here is 3, 3, 0, we have here 0, 2, 2, and then 4 and 4. Again, we don't have to go through the others because number B is the correct answer. We can go through them just to make sure. So here is 1, here is 1, 3, 3, 2, here is 0, so again, it's not correct. And here's 1, 1, 3, 3. Here is 1, but here we have 0, so it's not correct.
The question says, consider the function px equals 3x power 3 plus x power of 2 minus 5x in the graph of y equal mx below. Which statement is true? Choice 1, px has 3 real roots and mx has 2 real roots. Choice 2, px has 1 real root and mx has 2 real roots. Choice 3, px has 2 real roots and mx has 3 real roots. Choice 4, px has 3 real roots and mx has 4 real roots? This question is about comparing two polynomial functions using the number of real roots. The function of px equals 3x power 3 plus x power of 2 minus 5x, because the highest power is 3, so it has 3 maximum number of roots, 3 roots. And then the function mx is given in the graph below, and by looking at the graph it is clear that it has 2 real roots where the graph intersected with the x-axis, 2 roots. So the correct answer is choice 1. Hope you understand and thank you.
Consider f of x equals 4x squared plus 6x minus 3 and p of x defined by the graph below. This graph is px, and here we have y equals 5. Now that we know that the maximum of p is 5, we need to know the minimum of f. To find the minimum of f, we need to find the vertex, which is h and k. First, we will find h. H is equals to negative b over 2 times a. This here is a quadratic equation, and quadratic equation is y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. So here b is 6 and a is 4. To make it easier, we will write it down. B is equals to 6 and A is equals to 4. Now we will replace B by 6 and A by 4. So H is equal negative 6 over 2 times 4. When we put that in the calculator, H is equal to negative 0.75. The next step is to find K. When we want to find k, we will replace x by negative 0.5. And after we replace x by negative 0.75, we will put it in the calculator, and the answer is going to be negative 5.25. Here, k is considered as y, so the minimum of f is equals to negative 5.25. And now we will subtract them. 5 minus negative 5.25 is equals to 10.25. So the correct answer is 10.25.
In the accompanying diagram, triangle ABC is unscripted in circle 0, and the line segment between A and B is a diameter. What is the number of degree in measure angle C? As you may know that the angle at the circumference in a semicircle is equal to 90 degrees. And here, angle C is in a semicircle. So that makes the measure of angle C equals to 90 degrees. Thank you.
The angle of elevation of the top of the building at a distance of 50 meters from its foot on a horizontal plane is found to be 60 degrees. Find the height of the building. So let's call this side H. Let's call 50 meters our adjacent. And now we are going to find the tangent of 60 degrees. The formula for a tangent of a right angle is always opposite over adjacent. In our case, which is the tangent of 60. The opposite is h, and the adjacent is 50. So now what we can do is we can multiply the LHS and RHS with 50 to cancel out factors from the equation. So now we can see that after cancelling the 250s from the RHS, we can say that H is equal to 50 times tangent of 60, which is nothing but 86.6 meters, and h is the height of the building. So the final answer is the height of the building is 86.6 meters.
The table above shows the ages and genders of students in a drama club. If one student is selected randomly from the club members, what is the probability that the student will be a girl or be 11 years old? So our probability will be that the student randomly selected will be a girl or be 11 years old. These two events are not mutually exclusive, so we'll have to apply the probability of a union formula, which is the probability of the student randomly selected being a girl plus the probability of the student randomly selected being 11 years old minus the probability of the student randomly selected being a girl and being 11 years old. So the probability of the student being a girl is 18/33, the total number of students, plus the probability of the student being 11 years old, which will be the total number of students that are 11 years old is 9. So it's 9/33, the total number of students, minus the probability of the student randomly selected being a girl and being 11 years old, which will be the total number of students is 33. So 33, 23, and 4. After adding them together, we will get 23/33. After converting it to a decimal, it will be, and rounding it to the nearest 1000, the answer will be 0.697. So the answer is C.
The faces of a cube are numbered from 1 to 6. What is the probability of not rolling a 5 on a single toes of this cube? So the probability not rolling a 5. When a single die is thrown, there are 6 possible outcomes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Number of way it can happen 5. So total number of outcomes is 6. Total is 6. So we need a number less than 5. 1 is less than 5, 2 is not 5, 3 is not 5, 4 is not 5, 6 even it's not 5. So the chosen numbers are 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 over 6 is the final answer. Thank you for watching.
Sarah and Lana are playing a game where they roll a pair of fair six-sided dice and try to predict the outcomes. Sarah thinks that the probability of rolling a 1 and a 3 is greater than the probability of rolling a 1 or a 3. Lana disagrees. She thinks that the probability of rolling a 1 or a 3 is greater. So let's find out who's correct. Lana's probability will be rolling a 1 or a 3. Let's write down Sarah's probability first. Sarah's probability will be rolling a 1 and a 3. So we have to count how many times 1 and 3 has been rolled together from the shown outcomes. 1, 2. They've been rolled together 2 times. So 2 over the total number of rolled dice, which equals to 36. Now let's write down Lana's probability. Lana's probability is rolling a 1 or a 3, which equals to, we have to count how many times a 1 and 3 has been rolled, together or not together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 times. So 20 over 36. As we can see here, the probability of rolling a 1 or a 3 is greater than the probability of rolling a 1 and a 3. So Lana is correct. Thank you.